What's up, my friends? Sam the Dingus back. I know it's been a while since you've seen me. It's because I've been very busy and doing stuff that is going to be for you guys in the end, so stick with it. Working on a documentary. I'll leave it at that. Spoil it all later. But if you see this video, then you read the title, you know what this is about. This is tips for doing sketch kongs, as you might want to call them. Or if you ask me, this is like the prime function of a kong vault, is something nasty like this, something fun like this, if you ask me. So in order to do this kong gap, as we're going to call it, you need to have a few things. One, great safety roll, awesome dive roll, and you definitely need a dive kong and or double kong for this. I mean, you need all of these things in case things go wrong or things go right. You still want to have the right techniques to get through. So you need to know these things because in principle this is exactly the same as a regular kong, a dive kong. It's just you need to progress safely, and so that's what I'm here to show you really. So the thing that I've been working on is jumping from one spot down off something. So not only is this just a kong vault, it's kind of a different way that I'm doing it. You're staying on the same level, it's just across distance. So that's what makes it strange. All right, so before you approach a gap like this, you're gonna wanna do this on a picnic table. Practice doing this on flat when there's no gap in between. You're standing on one side, trying to dive to your hands and kong off of it. And yes, we're gonna be using a lot of progressions for this video, so I'm gonna say use whatever it takes to get through this safely. If you're having trouble committing, you're gonna follow these progressions, which we're gonna go through when we get to the actual gap as well. But kong to the side. It'll be more of a side vault, a dive side vault. But I just mean, when you jump to your hands, going straight through is what is hard sometimes, the commitment. So just jump to your hands and let your feet go way out to the side, and you can kind of get a gauge for how it's gonna feel. So I'm assuming at this point, you've done all your table drills from top, dive kong down, and now you have found yourself the gap you want to use for the purpose of my tutorial. Here's how I get over the fear. Step one, unfair advantage, is I have a good gym, a parkour gym, not a parkour gym, but I teach there, parkour, and they got sawhorses that gymnasts use, these wide little obstacles, and they're kind of similar distance apart from these ones. So I've been just standing on one, dive konging off of it for a good couple of weeks now. It's kind of my favorite thing, and if I hadn't been doing that, there's no way I would ever do this. So the time has come, and you're standing here and you see it, and it's just still too damn scary. I completely understand. I was there not too long ago, just a couple weeks ago actually. This is the second day of me doing these outside officially. Right, so here's how you can check up on your safety list. Progressions, start by jumping, just a pre to the other one. If you can do that, well, you need to be able to do that for this to be even reasonable. Progression 2, optional, but always very, very helpful. The more strength you have, the better. See if you can jump over your obstacle. And once you do that, I think that's the best nerves help you can get, because at that point, you've shown yourself that you can clear the whole distance regularly. So what you're trying to do now is less than that. It's just the sketchiness of catching onto your hands and making sure you put your body in the right positions, but we're not done progressing yet. So once you've got the jumps down, there's not too much left. Now I will say that this is equally sketchy and less effective. So this might actually only hold you up, but it's worth at least knowing about just in case it works. So this is gonna be the jump safety. Do the exact same thing that you're planning on doing. One side to one side, tap down with one hand, and 1 foot, safety kick through. Me, I find those really, really sketchy because it's hard for me to think about if I should land on it first and then follow through, or if I should just land on the 1 foot already going. So I'll give you progression for that too. Like I said, the safety is sketchier than the kong if you ask me, but if you still want to do the safety and you can't do it yet, just combine the other progress steps we've done so far and you can get this. Just jump, land your feet on top. Once your feet are on, just safety kick. Almost done here. Next step up, obviously, if you're following our progressions, is the speed jump. So this is basically jumping past it like you did before, except you're gonna touch with one of your hands. So like I said, it's like you're building backwards and building forward at the same time. You've done more, now control doing less. Try and jump past it, just give it one little pass through with your hand. Now, I just want you to drill those more and more and more, so you feel that energy, so you feel God asking you to send it. And it's gonna be you versus him, and it's a tough fight, but you can win. You're designed to win. So, last step we're doing here is just shooting for the Kong, getting 2 hands on, but let your feet go way out to the side, so that's kind of like a 0 risk Kong. And if you've got that, well, if you don't have that, just work backwards, come all the way back up as many times as you need. In case you don't have a gym and you gotta grind it out grimy, like I used to have to. Jump onto it, jump past it. Jump onto it, safety kick. Jump safety, jump speed, jump side Kong. All that's left is the real deal. And if you've got the sideways Kong, the jump side vault, then all it is a matter of straightening it out. And if you have good dive roll, dive Kong technique, you shouldn't be too afraid of the inversion. You should be ready to kill it for good. That's all Sam has got for you on this particular beautiful day. Gotta say, moving to Tennessee is definitely a good move. That means I can be out here shirtless in early April. It's supposed to be like cold as shit still, but we out here jamming. So I hope you all stay busy too. I got big dreams. You're gonna hear all about them soon. But till then, train hard.